Hello everyone, in this video I'll be solving Cambridge AS Level Information Technology Paper 2 Practical for the year October-November 2021. The first task is the sound and video editing task, which has been already done and uploaded. You can find the link in the description. Now I'm going to do the database task. Tavera Eco Cars started manufacturing cars in 2018. You will create a database to store the details of cars and customers. Each car has a unique registration number. The company has vehicles with following drive types. There are some drive types given here. Company makes cars in 8 different colors. And the extras that company offers are cruise control, leather seats and sunroofs. Use your local currency where appropriate. So wherever we need currency value, we have to set it as 0 decimal place. Examine the data in the files N21 car and N21 customer. So let's open this file. Use these data in information provided by Tavera Eco Cars. To create a relational database normalized to third normal form. And name TEC followed by your center number and candidate number. So you can see these are the details of the customers. Let's give the field names. Let's make it short. Customer ID. It should be consistent, so I'm removing the space. Address 1, address 2, so all of this data are related to customers, and this table cannot be split. These are all the details of the customers. So now let's check the next table, car table. Here you can see registration number. So registration number we can set as registration number. We can rename this as model, color, and this can be given as D code, which is the drive type code. Body style, extras, price, year and sold to. Now according to the normalization rule, for the first normal form, all fields must be atomic, all repeating fields have been removed, and unique identifier has been created for each record. So you can see we don't have all values are atomic and all repeating values are removed. There are no repeating values as such, and then unique identifiers are given. Now for the second normal form, the related data should be split into different tables, and each table has a primary key. So we have here, for the customers table we have customer ID, and for the cars table we have registration number. As primary key, for the customer table we have customer ID, and for the cars table we have the registration number. Now customer table cannot be split as it contains all the details about the customer. Now let's check the cars table. Now in cars table, if you check, you can see there is a drive type code given here, and drive type names are given. So we can make a table for the names of drive type. So let's copy this, open a new Excel file, paste it there. Now we can remove the duplicate values. Go to data, remove duplicates, give OK. So we have the unique values here, and let's give the drive type names as given in the question. So the drive types are given here. E means electric cell. You can type the names from the paper directly according to the codes. So we have a table for the drive type. This is ready. So now this cars table and this table can be linked using decode, because decode is the primary key here, and decode will act as a foreign key in this table. Now we have to check to make sure it is in third normal form. We have to make sure whether it can be split again, further separated into tables that contain only fields that are directly related to each other. If we can remove anything else, we can do that. Now if you look at the model and body style, you can see it is common and it is repeating for every record. So let's copy this from here and open a new table, paste it here. Now go to data, remove duplicates. So now model can be the primary key of this table, and we can link model with cars table. So no need to maintain body style again, as it is already there in the model table. So let's delete this column. So we have registration number, model. Model will be the foreign key and decode will be the foreign key. Now you can see sold to is the customer IDs. So we can link car table and the customer table through customer ID and sold to. So sold to is the cars sold to each customer. So now the tables are ready. Let's save this. Save as. Customers. Make sure it is CSV. You can close this. Now let's save this as the car table. So let's save this as the car table. Save as cars, and it must be saved as CSV again. You can save this. Next we have this table as drive. Save as. Save it as drive, and it must be CSV. Save. This table for the details of the model of the car, you can save it as model, save as. So now we have 4 tables: cars, customers, drive and model for our relational database, which is in the third normal form. Now let's open Access. Create a blank database. The database name is given as TEC followed by your center number and candidate number. So let's give the name TEC followed by your center number and candidate number. Create the database. Now let's import the tables. Go to external data, text file. Cars table. If you look at the data, the price should be set as currency. First row contains field names. Next, choose the primary key. Registration number is the primary key. Click on advanced and let us set the price to currency. Give OK. Next, let us import the next file. Click on text file. Go to customers. Give OK. Next, first row contains field names. Here all are text. Let's click on next. The primary key is customer ID. All are text here. Give OK. Next table is drive table. Give OK again. Same process. Choose the primary key as the D code. Last table, model. So we have all the tables here. Go to the customer table, and for the currency value we should set the decimal place as 0. Now let's create the relationship. Go to database tools, relationship, add all the tables. You can keep the cars table here. So customer ID to sold to, because these are the customer ID in car table. Create. Model to model, create, and decode to decode. So this is the relationship. You can save the relation. So the database is ready with the relationship. Now they have asked you use appropriate data types that we have already set. Field lengths and validation routines in your database. You can at least specify 1 or 2 validation and field type. Go to design view of car. You can see all the registration numbers are following a particular format. It is 2 letters followed by 3 digits, then again 2 letters. So let us give the validation here. Go to design view. In input mask you can give LL for the letters and for the digits 3L, and again for 2 digits 2L. So this is the validation. For registration number, we can set the field size to 7. Now if you go to the customer table, you can see it is 3 letters followed by 7 digits. So for customer ID, I am giving the validation in input mask 3 letters followed by 7 digits. 1, 2. So this is a validation, and field size I am setting as 10. In drive, you can see the decode. Decode is a single character, so the validation format check you can set as L and 1 character. So we have given some validation and field lengths in the database. Now create a dynamic parameter query and a report showing details of cars that have been sold. The report must be formatted to look like this. So the format of the report is like this. The query must ask the user to input the model name, car color, and the code for the extras. Save the query with the name. Step 6. So let's create the query. Go to create, query design, add all the tables. If you look at the report, you can see all the details of the cars are given except the D code, and also the details of customer is given except the customer ID. So let's add the registration number, model, car, extras. Instead of D code, we have to give drive type, then extras, price, year, body style, then the details of the customer, body style, the customer details, now we need to create a dynamic query to enter the model name, car color, and code for the extras. So let's add the enter the model name, same way enter the color, enter the code for extras. So this is how we give start and end with a square bracket and give the message to be given when you run the query. So save the query, save it as step 6. Now let's create the report. report wizard. Add all the fields. Next. No need of any grouping. The title is Selected Cars by the candidate details. Let's cancel this. First, let us design the report. You can see here we have a gray background, and then the text is bold black color. So let's do that. Right click, font color, black and bold, and right click, background color, gray color. Now we need to bring all the customer details this way. The telephone number and the email address should be on the second line. And here we can see the details of the car. So let's make this detail section a little bit bigger. So from title, let's bring this here. We can delete all this because the field names need not be shown for the customers. Let's enter some model name and color. Now go to the layout view to set everything. Now the telephone number should be below this, and the email should be also below this. So it's almost adjusted now. Go to the design view, make this little bit bigger. Now you can see there is a line in between. So on the design we have line. I'm drawing a line here. Another line here. And we can see it is following alternate colors. So let's give right click, fill color must be white, and right click, alternate fill color must be gray. Now let's check. Use your query to produce a single page report to display all the midnight blue alpha drives with all three extras. All three extras means we have to give CLS. CLS is all three extras. So let's go to the report view. Model name is alpha drive. The color is midnight blue. And CLS. So we got the report like this. Now let's export this report in PDF format with the file name step 6a. So right click, export as PDF. Step 6a followed by your candidate number and center number. So I have exported this. Next one, use your query to produce a single page report to display all the black finish cars, black with leather seats and no other extras. So go to report view again. Black and leather, so L. Give OK. Save. Let's export this report. This should be exported as 6B. So this is the end of the database task. Thank you for watching.